Hi, welcome to ToddFun.com. I'm unboxing because I watch this YouTube channel called RadioTVPhonoNut. And RadioTVPhonoNut does excellent repairs of just such machines. Older stuff, a lot of times vacuum tube, sometimes solid state. And he shows a lot of record player restorations and TVs and radios. And unfortunately, he's come to a point in his life where he has to sell some of his vintage collection. So I have here one of the items, and he's really big about when he buys things to restore that he gets it broken far more than when he bought it. And he really gets upset, and he does a lot of YouTube purchases to get his equipment to repair. In fact, he even has eBay purchases. He even has eBay tape, apparently. And so what we're going to do is we're checking to see how good does he pack something when he sends it to me. I have a suspicion it's going to be packed very well. And we're going to be happy to see this item and test it. So probably fast forward through some of the slower part of the unboxing. So you can see that this box is inside of this box. So yes, he is serious about packing. That is really good. We have an Audiotronics. This is actually a solid state device. I forget the year he said it was, but it's a classroom record player essentially. It's got a very large, it looks like a 7-inch speaker in the front of that. It will play mono, and it actually is on, it's on like spring legs, so it kind of like, see, tilts it. Yeah, those are spring legs to keep it nice and from skipping while it's playing. And we'll look at the back side. There's the electrical cord that comes out the back. I think there's a light right there for some reason. And then there's a suitcase handle. And then these are the little bumper feet that I was talking about. Looks like it's let's see, there you can read the label, Audiotronics in ink, and then the stamped label is, I think, Whiteman College, IMS. So I guess this would have been a college record player, but still, it's a cool record player. So that unplugs, and then this lifts up. Oh, that's nice. It has the full instructions under the case. Oh, that's sweet. Audiotronics model 312T and 312VT record player. Operating instructions. That's a nice little top. Boy, if you smell it, it sure smells old. It smells like it's been in an old collection for a long time. Now you put another thing here to keep this plate from bouncing around. And I would have thought he would have put this in park, but oh, there's a park right in the middle. So he had this in park. You don't want to leave a record player in one of the speed settings, because then you'll start getting a flat spot on your roller, and then you get a bumpity, 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 bump. You always want to put it in park, and it was set in park. And you can see it has the different speeds on it there. And that's the dial here. And that's the little light that was shining up. It's like a piece of conduit, some piping, some light piping. I suppose that shows that there's going to be power on if you have the case on. You couldn't play it with the thing on anyway. So let's get a closer look at this from your angle. So this is the T version. If it was the VT, then where this circle is, there'd be a variable speed right there, so you could like vary the speed for some reason. There's not a lot of controls on it. Over here we have the on-off as well as the tone, and then here we have the volume switch. You can jack in a headset if you want to listen privately, And because it is a portable, you have essentially a screw down for the pickup here, and it has an LP setting so that it can do 16, 33, and 45s. And if you flip this lever all the way down and around to the other side, then it'll do 75s. But you have to have this in the 75 position. So all other speeds, you have it on this side. And let's see, this is a pause button, so while it's playing, you can press this down and pause the record. And if you want to unpause, then you just lift it and pop it back up, and that just sits on the side there. Now, I know that RadioTVPhonoNut serviced the, not only did he service the needle, he put a nice one on and tested it and showed that all working great, so I don't have to worry about that. He also serviced the electronics in this thing. So this thing is in absolute perfect working condition. We'll listen to a few records here in a minute. When you do 45s, you got this disc in the middle, you lift up and turn it, and then now your 45s will fit in here. Turn it and drop it for that. And let's go ahead and do a test of a 45 and maybe another one. And so here's another blast from my past. This 45, I've had this very 45 since high school. I'm 50 now, and I used to play this when I was a young teenager. And this isn't a repurchase. This is I've carried it along with me my whole life. My absolute favorite song of all time. I don't know why. So we'll set that to 45. We'll set this to 45. It's off. Let me plug it in. Plugged in now, so that indicator light should come on when I turn it on. This is still locked down like for shipping. Yeah, that light did come on. We'll start with the volume low. Now, because of YouTube, I can't play much of this, but we will play some of it. That's the pause button. Well, howdy doody, that was great. It sounded perfect. I have not heard that record since I was this very record has not been on a machine or played since I was about, say, 18 years old. And that's the first time. I'm going to have to sit now and listen to it fully. Let's try one more record, so I'll turn off the volume here, or turn on the volume and turn it off. Let me get another record. And so this is the only record I've owned since probably being 18 years of age. It was just in a box of stuff I saved from high school, I guess. I never had any other, I threw away all my other records. I just didn't want to carry them around my whole life. But today, actually, was it today? No, it was yesterday. I went to Goodwill, and they have all their records are 99 cents. And I know my wife loves this the show, My Fair Lady, and this is the soundtrack. So for 99 cents, I said that's pretty spiffy. I don't know what condition it's in. I do know that we got to turn this back down, and we got to turn this to a 33 record. And we'll go on side one, and let's just take a quick listen to what this sounds like. Volume.
The French don't care what they do, actually, as long as they pronounce it properly. Arabians learn Arabian with the speed of summer lightning. The Hebrews learn it backwards, which is absolutely frightening. Use proper English, you're regarded as a freak. Why can't the English?
Out of the window sill, someone said, resting on my hill.
Let's try one of the first ones here.
Using language that would make a sailor blind. That a woman in your life.
The tone is really important because when there's voices, it's nice to have the tone down, and when there's other types of music where there's more bass, it's nice to have the tone up.
Round their necks. I prefer a new edition of the Spanish Inquisition than ever let a woman in my life.
Now that's a funny place to end because I bought this for my wife to listen to. Okay, so I'll clamp this down before I forget because I don't want this to ruin that needle. I don't know enough about these old machines to service them. So if you want an old, well working record player, get a hold of RadioTVPhonoNut. Check out his eBay store. Check out his YouTube channel. Links in the doobly-doo below. You will get a really nice, I mean, I follow his service, so I know he knows what he's doing. I understand what he's doing. These are solids. These are transistor-based, but he does a real good job with the vacuum tube versions, too. He does a lot of these classroom record players. So thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. Thanks for joining Todd Fun, and this is fun. This is very fun. I might do a teardown. Let me know if you're interested in a teardown. I wouldn't do much more than just show you the inside. But that is the unboxing of my one and only record player that I've had since I'm 17. I can now listen to records. I think I will go back to Goodwill and buy some more 99-cent records. Bye.